Hello guys, so this is one site that I have been shouting and screaming about. So this is an AI job website, right? And I'm going to walk you through in this introductory video everything about the site, all of the AI features, everything you can do with this site that we're going to be putting out there for testing. All right. So let's just get started, right? Before we talk about the tutorial and I break it down for you. First of all, so this is your typical job website where you go to search for jobs, but it is special, right? Now we use WordPress to build it, so it's totally no code and you don't have to worry about coding or being technical. Now, if you follow the step-by-step video tutorial that will prepare for you, you'll be able to build this. Now, it comes with a tons of features, and we're going to be walking through all of this. So, first of all, from here you can see the AI tools. We have your AI interview question. This will help you generate AI interview question. We have your cover letter. This will help you generate resume and cover letter for jobs that you find here. Then you have your AI CV scanner that helps you scan CV. Also, on the company's dashboard, we also have the AI writer, which will help them write. Now, the beautiful thing I also love about this site is this chatbot here. This will help you look for jobs, right? Once you come and let's say we're looking for graphics jobs, we'll type, do you have any graphics job? And you send it, and the AI will scan the website, look for a designing job, and will tell you about it. So you see, it says yes, we have a graphics designer job, and I can tell you it's okay. Give me the link. All right, so we'll just hold on a bit and it will provide us the link, and we could go and apply for that specific job. You could see it, so you can find the graphics designing job here. So once you click on it, it opens the place where we can apply for the job. Okay, do well to subscribe so we can begin the application process. All right, and you can see all the details of the job, and this bot will follow you everywhere you are on the website. So that's pretty cool. Now let me just show you a typical dashboard that an employer will have. Now what the aim of this site does, it brings employers that needs people to work for them, so that they can post jobs here, and employees, which is candidates, can come to apply for different job on the platform. Now I tried clicking here, but it doesn't work because this is the admin aspect of the website. We're going to go into creating an account as a candidate and all of that, and you're going to see that. So you could see all the applicants here. You could see jobs that has been posted. You could see messages. It could actually even okay, so there are no applicant currently. You could actually see the packages, the messages, so much, right? So first of all, let's test the candidate. Now a candidate wants to apply for a job, or if this is the site and he wants to register. So I'm just going to open a new email here, and what we're going to do, let me close this up. I don't need this to be part. Now this is just a normal individual viewing the site. You could see like jobs, you could find companies and all of that. So now he wants to apply for a job. So the first thing he wants to do is click on login here. Then he migrates to sign up. He's going to sign up. Now there are two sign ups, so he's going to choose to sign up as a candidate, right? He's going to fill up the information, and I'm just going to put my email here. Now this site comes with maximum security. All right, so everything that's done here is well organized. So his name, his username, his phone number, and a password. Now he has to accept the terms and condition and sign up. Now once that's done, make sure to save. You get a verification email. So what we have to do is to open our email. All right, so you could actually see it immediately, no wasting of time. You see AI job, right? Email verification. So I just go down and I'll copy this email here. Close. I'm just going to paste this here, then click on verify. So it's successfully verified. Now this is his dashboard basically. Now he could see all the jobs he has applied for recently, applied for jobs. He could see all the whole jobs he has here basically, right? Now this is his dashboard. My jobs. Any job he has applied for, he will see it here. Now there are other things. Now this user wants to. The first thing he wants to do is to click on update profile, where he will put all the other of his information and set up his resume. Right. This is very important because now his profile strength is 10%. Businesses and company will not hire him if all of these are not good. So you could see all of those stuff. So he has to set it up. So this is the candidate dashboard, the person looking for job. Right now let's go on to test few other things. Right, there's the message, there's the follow, you can follow the company, he could do a lot more, right, and all. Now let's go to the AI and we're going to try some few things, but before that, so what we want to do is this. Let's go to jobs. Right, I'm just going to open it in a very new tab so we can have everything on this full display so you could see how the whole system works actually. So now we scroll down and we could use, the search to actually search for jobs, yeah, typically, or we could use our chatbot, anyone we choose to use, right? But what I want to apply for is let's look for an HR assistant, right? So I click on it to open the full job details. And let's imagine the scenario that I have set up my profile and everything, right, fully, but I have not. But let's just imagine. So what I want to do is I come here on AI tool and click on AI cover letter. Now I'm going to show you how all of these tools work. Now once I click on the AI cover letter, I will notice job description and all of those stuff here. Now this is to help me set up and generate my AI cover letter quickly, my cover letter and resume quickly to apply for any job. Now what I want to do is, on the name of the job is HR assistant, I'm going to go paste this here. It calls, the company name is called Chisom Light, right? Just going to copy this as well and paste it here. The next thing he asks for is job location. So we want to look for where this job is located. It's located in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. So I'm going to copy that as well and paste it here. Now, how do we want to sound? Okay, we have professional, narrative, solution focus. So I want to make solution focus, right? Or let me say best candidate for the job. I prefer this, right? I'm going to be using the British English. Now the last thing is I have to copy and paste my job description. So the job description. So yeah, you see the job description below. So I'm just going to copy all of this. Like, it's a lot, right? So just copy this and we're going to come here and paste all that. Once we're done, we're going to upload our CV here. So this is it. I've uploaded the CV. Then what we have to do is click on generate cover letter and just give it a couple of times. It will generate the cover letter for us. Now it's also important, while we wait for this to generate, it's also important to know that all communications, you can see that all the email works. Now after we finish registering, we've got this email that tells us, okay, welcome to AI job with Zipflight, right? Just hit here to get the full information. You can see that our username and you could see our password, right? And we could just visit the site anytime, or anytime we forget our details, we could always come back to the email to find that. Let's go back to our AI. Now you could see that all the information has been generated using our information. Dear hiring manager, I'm writing to express my interest in the HR assistant position as if Chisom Light as advertised, with strong background in human resource and proven track record. Now you can copy all of this. That one of the things we love about this, it gives you space for your name, your address, and all of those information for you to actually fill up. So what you have to do is click on copy, or you can actually print it out, copy and take it to your Word document and fill the space. Other thing you could do is, now this is the job, right? So what we want to do is to click on apply here. Now so the system offers 3 ways of application: internal using the system, external using email, or directly on WhatsApp. So now what we want to do, that's our cover letter. We can come here, paste it, put our name, our address, and all that information. Then we upload our CV. Now the company can require different things, right? And all of that we'll do, but this is what this particular company requires from us. and we have to wait for this to load up, and that's it. This is how the whole system works. It's pretty simple to build, and I think everybody needs it. So we click on apply for job, and you see you've successfully applied you have applied for a job successfully. And now if you go to our dashboard, just go to our dashboard quickly. Now, so sorry, so I needed to check something. Now you could see that job, my job, this is the job we applied for. Its status is pending. If they invite us for interview or anything, we're going to get it here. If we're getting invites, we'll be to see it here and all of that. So this is everything. Okay. Now remember, you could as well follow the firm that you applied for a job with them. Right. Now, other features that are here, if you want to look at, is interview question. Let's imagine the scenario that we got the job for HR assistant, and let's say we're going to call it HR assistant. Wait, let's just copy and paste this stuff. So so on we're using the second AI tool called interview question, job title HR assistant. We could say we want just 3 questions, right? Since where it is mid-level, depending on what is under this thing. So because it's HR, it's usually behavioral questions, and I want this in UK English, and click on generate. Now it will automatically generate questions and answer for us so that we can learn and work with the processes. Can you provide an example of a time when you had a difficult employee relation issues? Now you could see the answer. So what you want to do is to hide this. You can see the question. You try to answer it yourself before you do this. So this is one system I'm excited about. It doesn't feel like WordPress. Every feature was thought into place, and I've made sure to make it way easier for everybody. It also comes with tons of other pages that you could work with about us, about the theme and all. You could see candidates and companies. Let's say there are a lot of companies here, and you can follow each company, so that you can get notified on each job. Now you also notice you get a mail for everything that goes on. Now when we applied for this job, you see it tells you, oh, welcome to this, hey Vidant solution, you have applied for one job on this, and gives you all the information. So everything you do, you are informed about it. Everything that happens, you're informed about it. Now it's just some light, we can follow them, right? You can follow this as well. So this is everything about this. So you could see these are just the 2 components, right? Now secondly, I'm just going to log in as a company and show you how that is, or how that their own dashboard works as well. Now, this on the other hand, we're going to be going to the dashboard of a company that is using the platform to post jobs, right? Now, once we come here, I've already logged in as a dashboard, and this is going to be the dashboard of Chisholm Light. That's the name of the particular company, and you can see all of the details. Now you can see here that they have posted 5 jobs, and they've gotten 2 applicants, no meeting, and no follow for now. Now you can see these 2 applicants applied for HR assistant. It also comes with chats, right? They can see all their chats, page views, and all of that. Now if they click on applicants, they'll be able to see the people that apply for the job. Now we have this. Now if they got a message from that person, they'll also see the messages here. Now they could come here and click to approve or to reject. They could as well download the person's CV and see what's going on that angle. Now if the applicant has uploaded a picture, they'll be able to see that. As well they could see, okay, as well they could see candidates. You could see this candidate, that's Vidan solution. You notice we follow them, right? So they could get in and see all of their information. So these are what companies will look at. Now if they notice that this does not have any this thing, they could actually remove it. You see, they could download, save their information as PDF, they could invite them, send them a message, and all of that. So this is something that is pretty cool, right? And there are other informations right here. Now if this company decide to post a job, I'm going to be showing you the 4th AI feature right now. They decide to post a job, they can have an AI describe it. So it says write a job description on, let me put the job title here, let's call this WordPress website designer, and just gonna correct these. I'm going to call this our company, yes, CHRSOM, Chisholm Light, and we want to sound professional, right? Let's make use of just English and click on generate. Now you can see everything here. Job title, website designer, company, Chisholm Lights is the remote location. Now, if you go through everything and you're okay with it, what you want to do is click on keep. Now, here you could do well to edit it the way you want and the way you like. You could as well set your level. Is it junior, fresher, depending on what you want, how many years of experience, qualification, bachelor's degree, what do you call this? Quantity, like how many people you want to employ. Let's say 4. Gender, male or female, closing, how many days you want the job this into appear. Then show pay by, if you want people to pay, salary, sorry, I forgot. I say if you want people to pay, is in range, all of this information. Once they are done, they will upload, add the cover image. If they have a structural video, they can actually put here, and once it's done, they click on post job. So that is it. This is one thing, like, I'm excited, and I feel every business, this is actually a way to make money right now. There are tons of ways to make money through the system. Now, if you own this system where you bring employees and employers together, you can charge for subscription. So for every time a company wants to post a job, they pay a particular amount of money. Now, we deactivated the feature, but there is that feature, so you could see something like this here. Now, once you activate the feature from the back end, once they will choose to post a job, they will be required to subscribe to a particular subscription and all of that. All of this will be covering in the tutorial. All right, so welcome guys, and this is one video I'm so excited about. So let's get started while I show you how you can build this AI job website. So the first thing you will need is a domain and a hosting, right? And yeah, some of the few recommendations I will tell you could go with. Then as well, I will tell you what I think is the best. Okay, so first of all, you could go with Namecheap. Here you could get your domain and hosting for affordable price, and since it's end of the year, you probably will get a good discount. Okay, and Namecheap also makes use of cPanel, which I'll be using to create this video. Now, if you want to go for a more cost-effective way, maybe you're just starting out, you want to go with Domain King, right? They have very good prices, especially if you're a Nigerian. Is one good for you. But for what I recommend and what WordPress recommend, because we're using WordPress, is Hostinger. Now, if you use my Hostinger referral link, you're going to be getting a 20% off. You're going to get a 20% off plus one free domain and an SSL. Okay, so just do well to go to the description of this video below. You're going to see the link called this thing, Hostinger referral link, or you go with the domain king referral link also in the below this video. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share. So once you get your domain and your hosting from any of this platform, and if you don't know how you can do that, you could do well to reach out to me using the contacts WhatsApp link there, and just send me a message on WhatsApp and we could get that out of the way. Now, if you have a domain and hosting, just head over to your cPanel, which I'll be going right away. Now, if you're not using any hosting company that makes use of cPanel, just do well to install WordPress, and that's simple. Lastly, if you don't have money to get a hosting and domain, don't worry. I will put a link in the description showing you how you can install WordPress for free. But follow this video all through as we go. So the first thing we want to do once we get to our cPanel is to install WordPress, and I'm going to be using the Substaculous app on the cPanel here to install WordPress. Now, if you're using Hostinger, don't worry about that. I will show you a personal video once you reach out to me, and I will also help you to do that. Okay, make sure to use my referral code. Now, that being said, referral code, you just get a good discount and it'll help us grow the channel. And also, let's get back to work. So the first thing you want to do is click on the WordPress manager here. Now, once you click there, you want to click on install. If this is your first time, you probably will not have any website here, but I do. Now, this is my main domain, but I already have a website, so I'm going to be using a subdomain called project.zipflight. Right now, here I want you to put in your, I'm going to call it job AI. Make sure it's in small letters, and for your password you can leave it, you can put your proper email here. So if you want, you just put your email, then make sure to scroll down and click on install. All right, so the WordPress has successfully been installed. What you want to do is click on the link here. Right, because we're using Namecheap, I get this whole stuff about this. Just go as a click on admin dashboard, WP admin dashboard. Congratulations, you have successfully installed WordPress. This is a big milestone if this is your first time. This is a no-code process, so anybody can build this. So I don't want you to be scared as we still go forward. Now, I want you to just come to this place called plugin. I need you to click on it. I'll explain everything about everything here in a quick one, but just do what I'm doing. So just check this, and on the bulk action, click on deactivate, then click on apply. Then check this again on the bulk action, then click on delete. We're going to be deleting everything on our plugins. So congratulations on that. Let's go back, click on dashboard here. Welcome back, and this here I'm going to explain and introduce you to WordPress. So WordPress is a content management system, what we call CRM. It helps you build thousands and different kinds of websites, from blog to e-commerce. As long as you can dream it with WordPress, you can actually build it. Okay, so the good thing about WordPress is over 40% of websites on the internet are made with WordPress. Okay, so first of all, when you come to WordPress and install WordPress, this is your dashboard, right? This is what only you'll be able to see. Now I want you to come here, right click and click on open in a new tab. And this is what people will see once they visit your website. Like if anybody visit project.zipflight.tech, this is what they will see currently. So the first thing I love to do is to clear up my WordPress dashboard here, make everything arranged. Now there are a few things you will notice here. You have your site health at a glance, where you can see posts, pages, and comment, and few other things. So what I need to do is to come on the screen option. I will uncheck all of this, and I just want to see my site health, which is important. You want to know your site is healthy. Now after that, the next thing you see is posts. Now what posts are basically is where you post your blog content, articles, and the likes of it, right? You do them on posts. Once you click on add new post, it will take you to your posting board. Here you have your title and you have the body where you can write anything. Now if you decide you want to add an image, you can click on the plus. You see images, header, quota, and if you click on browse, or you'll be able to find other options like tables. You could also add files and videos. Now once you're done with any post, you come to post here, set your featured image, which will be the image that will show on the front of your website. And once you set your future image, you can post immediately, or you can schedule for future dates, then click on publish. So I'm just going to go back to our WordPress dashboard. That's for post. You could also create categories and tags for your post. The next is media. Now media basically is where you have all your videos files, your audio file, your images, and every other file you're going to be uploading. Now it is very important, I say, do not upload videos directly on WordPress. It will really slow down your site. My recommendation: upload on YouTube, bring the link, copy the link on YouTube, and add it to your WordPress post or whatever you're going to be using. All right, now they are nothing here, but as time goes on, you're going to see all of that. Now if you want to upload videos on your website, make sure it is no more than 3 MB or 2 at most. Now the next is pages. Pages basically where you're going to be creating pages like your home page, about us, privacy policy, and all of that. You just click on add new page. It also shows up as though you want to add a blog. Just do it to add the title of the page and publish, and that's all. I'm going to walk you through some of those quickly. The next is comment. Here you find all the comment on the post. The next is appearance. Now under appearance, you're going to see themes. Now themes are the structure of your website. They make your WordPress website feel the way it feels
because of the theme. Now if you come here, you're going to see how this looks. Now WordPress comes with 3 themes officially: the 2022, 2024 and 2025. By next year we'll have the 2024, 2025, 2023, sorry, 2024, 2025 and 2026. Now this extendable, it's just here because Namecheap actually puts it. Or if you're using a different hosting, you probably may not find this. Now once we click on activate this 2024, I want you to notice something. This is what is currently, but once we refresh this, you notice it changes because the structure of the website has changed. The next is the most important, which is plugins. Like one of the ways to explain plugins, and that's what we deleted everything at first. Now plugins are external tools that help you expand the functionality of what your WordPress website can do. It's more like getting a new device, right? Now the new device doesn't come with your social medias and some other apps, so you have to download each of those apps to increase the functionality of what that phone can do. Maybe you want to stream movie, you got to download the Netflix app. You want to use a social media platform like X, YouTube and other platforms, you have to download those apps so that your phone will have the ability to do that. That's almost the same with plugins. You download each plugin so that you can increase the functionality of WordPress sites. Now if you click on add new plugins, you're going to see that WordPress have a lot of free plugins you could use. Okay, now we have user below. User is where you find every person registered on your site. Currently we are just the only one because we are the admin. You could click on edit to edit the user information, password and more. The next thing is tools, but we'll not talk so much on tools, so we'll just go settings. Now on the settings, we're going to start with general, which is this. Now in general, you have to give your WordPress site a name, so we're going to be calling it job AI. Then under the tagline, which is more like your motto, we're going to be typing building the future with you. The third thing I need to take note of is what we call site icon. Now if you notice all of this hosting company, they have something like their logo here. This is called a site icon. Now once you visit us, ours is just an icon, something like an internet icon. So we're going to change that quickly. We'll click on site icon. Oh yeah, you're going to find all the library stuff, all the images you have, but we have none currently. So we're going to click on upload file and we're going to upload from our system. So I'm just going to pick this, my logo here. So click on set as site icon, click on crop image, then we have it here. I want you to scroll down, make sure to check this so that anybody can literally register on your website and you want to keep them on subscriber level. Once you scroll down, click on save changes. Now once you save changes, you notice the icon has changed. If we come here and we refresh this, you also notice this has changed as well. So once you're done with that, you could go to your reading. Now under reading, you can make your site static and post, but for now just leave this the way it is. Then we have your permalink here. Now always make sure this is left on post name, right? It's really friendly for your SEO. Now once that is done, secondly, congratulations for learning about WordPress. So we'll go into the third step, which is we're going to be installing our theme we're going to be using for this website. So what we want to do is click on themes, appearance, you see themes, click on add theme. Now under add theme, once we click on add theme, it gives you options for you to download or use any of these free themes, right? Now you could just search for the theme by name, or you could just type the topic of what type of theme you want and you will get it. For what we're doing, we're not using a free theme, so what we want to do is click on upload theme and click on choose file. Now we have the AI drop tools, so I'm just going to give you the theme we will be needing for this. We're going to go to the theme and we're going to be using this theme. So we click on install. So this will take a couple of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to post the video. Once our theme is properly installed, we will get back. All right, so we've successfully installed the theme, right? Now what you want to do is click on activate here. Now once we come back here and we refresh, you notice immediately that the structure of the front end changes. You see? So the next thing you want to do is it will recommend that you install certain plugins. So one of the major plugins is the Elementor. Now Elementor is what we call a page builder, helps us edit the website the way we want it, right? There are other page builders like Divi. I think we have something WP something. There are others right there. So what we want to do is come here and click on begin installing plugins. Now I want you to just check this and click on bulk action and click on install. Then we click on apply. Now in less than an hour we will have the 50% of our site done, and we'll go into the major aspect, which is editing the informations. But before we do that, let us go into getting our site done. Remember, this is the front end and this is what we have. So what we want to do is come back, scroll down, you're going to see return to dashboard here. Now automatically it will take you to this Elementor. Don't worry, just do have to cancel this. We'll look into Elementor later on. Now you notice certain things has changed. We have extra features. These are the plugins that has been installed. I want you to do is scroll down. We'll come back into all of this, but scroll down for now. Under appearance, so let me dismiss this. Under appearance, you're going to see import demo data, so click on it. Now demo data, or what we call your demo content, is basically having all the site done for you. You just need to edit and tweak it the way you want. Now you could preview each one of them. You could preview them here. While this load, this is currently what we this is currently what we will be getting. This is what we'll be building, but you have the options to do other things and go with the demo data that suits you. Okay, now when we come here, this is the example. You have all of these options to choose from. Okay, so we will do that once we're ready. So what you want to do is on this first part here, you will see preview, which we've done to preview. We click on import demo. Now under the import, I want you to just check these plugins. All right, check this. These are the recommended plugins. Then click on continue and import. Now it's going to start installing some of the plugins we need. First of all, once we successfully install them, the next thing is it will start importing the content and everything that is needed. This will also take some couple of times, so I'm just going to let it run and I'll pause the video now. Depending on your network and how fast your internet speed is, it may take some time. So do well to pause the video and wait until you install, then you can follow the video. But you will not notice the pause if you're seeing the edited that's this on YouTube. But do well to pause and allow yours to install if you're following. But if you're not, just continue watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share. Alright, so I'll pause and we'll continue. So our demo content has actually been installed. Now you probably see all of this error, but you don't have to worry about anything. All you want to do is click on visit website, or you could come here and just refresh it, and you will eventually see that the whole thing is working. So I'll just cancel one of this. Now you can see that the site is already taking shape. Now it installed with some demo data, which is some jobs here and all of that. So now if we open this and we open this, which we've created already, you notice they are similar, right? But the difference now is you can see here you have more options, and I'll show you how you can edit all of these and change it to look just the way you want it to look. So first of all, we've been able to install all of this. This is very simple. In less than 1 hour, we have our website. The main thing we need to do is to edit it and make it come out well in our design and our look. So now, what do we do next? So we come here where we have the civil, then click on it. And here you will notice everything is in order. All the plugins and the theme that we need, they are all required and all in order. The same way you come to system, you see it. But I want you to go to theme options. So here on theme option, I'll make sure that I set up all of this pretty quick.
and make sure I set them as fast as possible. If you click on page setup, you're going to see some of the pages that needs to be added, and they are all added. So let's start with the options. So we click on the general options here. So here you're going to choose your time format, your cookies, and all of this stuff. Now, one thing I want you to know is all of this stuff are dependent on you, how you want your platform to come out and all of that. Right? The next thing is your job options. Now, under job options, you have the extended expire. When you say, okay, you give a job to that this job is going to be on 30 days, do you want it to be able to be extended? If yes, you check this on. Do you want people to log in to be able to do you want people to register and log in before they can apply for a job? If no, then you can leave it. Okay, but if yes, if you want users so I can have access to users, you want to keep this as on. Now, job alerts. Do you want to turn this on? Yes, so people will be notified when there's a new job offer. Then you want to check some of these things and look if that is what you want. Okay, show map on filter. Do you want to show descriptions on the filter or job expires? I want to put this on. Then we have for single jobs, right? For single jobs, do you want people to log in before they can see the job on your website? Definitely no, right? So you want to check this. Enable sticky sidebars. Just go through all of these and choose what works for you. Now, show field form when applying. So when people apply, you want to make sure they know what they're applying for, the correct position. Do you want them to see their data? You want to include date of birth, language, qualification, and years of experience? All that is dependent on you. So job submit, I want that when companies come to post job, the job is posted automatically, not manually waiting for me. So I'm just going to enable some of this, right? Then hide some of this form, just depending on what you want at the end of the day. I'm just going to walk and try to do the major part of this. Then the rest you could just read, understand. If it's what you want, you go with it. Now, what we've handled is the general options and the job options. The next thing we're going to handle is the company. So, because companies will be coming to your platform to register and post jobs there, we also we'll also handle the candidate options. Okay, so I'm just going to click on company. Now, for the companies, you could look at some of the features, right? You want to show map, you want to enable company to log into view. No, you want to do this sticky sidebar, scroll down, automatically publish. Yes, you want to do this. Yes, add new like location. Yeah, the company. So we want the minimum. So the how oldest company should be like 1880, right, to 2025. So new companies can as well register on our platforms. So you could look through all of this. Remember, it's totally up to you, right? So I'm just going to click on save changes. Now the next option is to handle candidate option. Now candidate option is almost the same thing. You just want to check what you want to include, right? Just go through it, decide what you want to include. When you're done, click on save changes. Now once you're done with that, we have other like service options. Go through them. Like I said, decide on what you want. Now your payments, your payout option, right? We have a payout, how you want to pay people, like when people register on your platform, like companies that register on your platform, and probably they are charging their users money, and you get those money. Do you want to pay them with PayPal, Stripe, or bank transfer? So if it's bank transfer, you put all the information. If you're going to go with PayPal, you're going to turn this on. If you're not going with them, you turn them off and just leave this, right? So just turn this off. Then don't forget to make save changes. Your social media network, you want to turn the ones you're using. You could do to add more here. Then let's go to login slash register. Now enable users name. So click on this, enable redirect, leave this, enable user rule. You want to turn this on. Then verify account. I want users to be able to verify when they're registering. I also want to, if you want to enable captcha, you will need the
capture this, just go to YouTube and type how to get my capture site key and secret key. It's for Google Capture. So I'll turn it off. Now, Gmail verification on, then leave all of this the way they are. Don't forget to save changes. If you're going to use location, now this is what I'm going to advise. If you know you want to, your job website only have work in certain country like the US, Canada, and the rest, you want to check those, right? Or maybe you're in Nigeria, you have to check that specific one. But if your job portal works all over the world, do well not to check any of this. Do well to make sure that everything is unchecked so that people could choose the country they're looking for job in, right? And you do well to save changes at the end. We have map options. Now, I will always recommend that you go with under map type Google Map, right? So do well to just go to YouTube and type how to get my Google Map API key and all. I'm trying as much as possible not to make the video complicated, as these are not really the major parts. Now we have currency option. You were using the USD here. If you have another currency you want to add, you can click here. Then you add your currency type. For me, using Nigeria, I had NGN. Then the currency code, that is the currency sign, and the currency conversion, that's dollar to the naira, or dollar to the CDs, or dollar to the rand, depending on where you are. Then the payment options. Now, if you go with PayPal, you have to put your PayPal ID and IP ID and all of that. Now, if you notice, what we have here is PayPal, Stripe, Razorpay, and wire transfer. Now, if you don't want to use any of these, or maybe your current country's payment is not there, make sure to enable WooCommerce. And for people in Africa, you could use like Paystack, you could use like Flutterwave. I think India use Razorpay, which is here, and other payments method. Now, so lastly, before I say, now for paid submission type. Now, if you charge companies, right? Now, if you're charging companies that anytime they post a job, you want to charge them, you will pay on paid per package. But if you're not going to charge them, I keep it on free, right? Because then this for candidates as well. You can keep it for free because I want people to just be able to post job and get job, and I'll charge for using the AI features, tools, and all of that. So, user navigation. So these, I usually don't touch any of this. So after that, the major parts, right? We've talked about page setup is your AI helper.
All right, testing. This is the fourth part. So we go back. Now, for the AI system, what you want to do is click on AI helper. Now, this will be used so that our users on the platform can use AI to actually help them during posting jobs and some other features. So what we need to do is to get an open AI API key. I recommend you go with ChatGPT 4, right? So we're going to put our API key here, and we're going to set everything. So get your OpenAI API key. You just go to, if you have a ChatGPT account, it's pretty simple. If you don't have an account, what you have to do is just go to your browser first of all and type OpenAI API key, or openai.com/API key. I'll put the link in the description, right? So just click here, click on login. Now I want you to log into API platform. Now it's a paid, for you to use OpenAI API, you're going to be paying a very small amount of money. I guess I paid around $5. The minimum you can upload, you could fund is $5, and I've been using it for more than 6 months. Okay, so I want you to come here and click on your profile. Now I want you to come to billing, right? You will notice I have $1.82, which I've been using for quite some time, but I'm not actively using it, so that's one thing. So what you want to do is click on payments method. Now you're going to add your payments method here, which is where money will be debited from, right? Now, for you to get the API after funding your wallet, you need to come scroll up. You're going to see API keys here. So we're going to click on create a new key. So I'm going to call this job AI. Then the project, I'll call it default project, and click on create key. Now I'll copy my key, then go back here and I'll paste the key here. Once we do that, what you have to do is you can set the tone. I'm going to set it professional based on job related. We're then going to click on save option. Now, congratulations, you have been able to set up the major parts or part of the major stuff of your website. Now, there are a couple of things we need to do before we finalize and we call this a wrap. At this point, I will tell you, please, if you have not subscribed, do well to subscribe to my channel and support us. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is after this, you could come to your job, right? This is where you will find all the jobs on your platform. Now you can notice when we go back to the front end of our site, you notice that there are jobs already posted here. Like I told you, these are demo data jobs, right? They are just the ones that was filled up so that the demo will look really nice. So we're going to delete all of that. So what you want to do is click on bulk action, move to trash, just click on this, then click on apply. Now that's how you can move everything to trash. Just want to show you that I'm not going to remove all, so you want to do well to remove all so you can start afresh. Then on the trash, once you have moved to trash, you can go to trash, you click on this, then click on delete permanently. Now you'll be able to delete that permanently, right? So now if you want to add new people, just click on add new job. Now let's say we want to add new jobs. Let's call this graphics. Oh, okay. Let's say we want to add new job. Let's call this website designer. Now you're going to put the description of the job here. Okay, let's say let me just come here and pick a job, right? So I don't have graphics, so what we'll do is I'm just going to pick this graphics designer here. So I'm just going to copy the content. I just want to use it to replicate, so call the name graphics designer. Then on the description of the job, we're just going to copy this, right, and we'll paste that here, right now. Okay, so a few things you want to do. This is for SEO, so it comes with this SEO plugin, so you could just close here. Now I want you to come here. It says basic information, enable package expire. You click on, right? You want to turn this on. Then enable job expire, you want to turn this on. Now it says mark this job as featured, so it will be on. So the quantity to be recruited, how many people, right? So we're just going to say they want to recruit 3. If they're recruiting 10 plus, you just put 10, that is above 10, right? So for me, I just go with 3. Now we have salary show, so we're going to put starting amount, right? Is it hourly? It's going to be a monthly job. Then you choose your currency, USD. Then the minimum, so minimum, right, 100, right? Then minimum, so minimum price, then minimum convert, you could put, let's say 50, right? Now once that's done, you could go to apply. Okay, how do you want people to apply? I want people to apply by email, right? I want them to send the mail. So if you have a company, let's say these are the company that was added for us as a demo data, but I'll show you how you can add companies, right? So just going to call this, yeah. Then location, you have an address, you want to paste it here and all of that. Then if you have a video or image, right, so on the image, I'm just going to add my logo. Right, I'm just going to use this image. Now once we're done here, you could come here on the featured image and still include your logo. Select that. Then you can come here, right, scroll down under skill. You see skills that are added to this. So I'm just going to copy this and I'll click on add new skill. Then you're going to paste this here, then click on add new job skill. Now you notice it has been added at the top. So make sure the skill is not there. So type, we're talking about full-time, right? If it's an internship, part-time or remote, you could add that here. Then the career. So we need a junior staff. Then experience. You have 1 to 2 tenths of this. You can add yours. If it's not there, you add it here. Qualification. So we're going with a degree as well. So these are some of the things. We have gender, if you're male, female, or others, town and location, and all of that. Once you satisfy, click on publish. I click on publish. Now, this is how you as an admin can publish. Now, when companies come to register, right, they will be able to publish the job using their own dashboard. So this is everything we've done, right? You can see how it looks pretty cool, pretty simple, right? People can apply with email and all of that. Now, this is how an admin posts job. But are you really posting jobs, or you want companies to post? And every company will have their own portal. So what you want to do is basically start with just posting a few jobs for yourself to get the site activated. Then you want to bring in companies and create an account. You could as well create an account for your own company and do all of that. So the next thing we do is we have employer, right? We're just going to go through these few things. So we have employer here. Yeah, other employers, these are where you see your companies. You could set package, invoice, and all of that for them. So like I said, these are already pre-made data. Now you could delete all of that. Just click on bulk, then move to trash the way I've showed you. Now you could click on add new company. Now companies can register by themselves, but let's say you reach out to a company and tell them, oh, we want to create this, just give us your information, let's create an account. This is how you go about it. You're going to put the company name here, the type. You're going to put the description of the company, what the company is about. You're going to come here, put the basic information of the company, the way you still do for jobs. Then under companies, you can set the company logo and just fill in their details. Now, these are called employers because they employ label. They're the people that are going to be posting jobs and all of that. Then we have candidates. Now you can also create an account for a candidate. Remember, all of these people can actually go to the site and create an account by themselves. I'm just putting it out there. It's for if you want to do that manually, right? Here is where you find all of the candidates that have registered on your site, their skills and all that details, right? So the next thing is the extensions. Now, under extension, we have coupon, we have messages, we have notification, and we have meetings. So you could click add message, right? This message will be able to send to different persons or users, right? You'll be able to publish a message that will go to everybody, right? Then we have your header and footer builder and all of that. Now, under the builder, you click on header. Now, header basically is this stuff here, but I'm going to show you how you can edit all of this later on. Then the footer. Yeah, so the footer is what we have here, all of this, right? Okay, so let's quickly work on this, right? So what we want to work on is we want to work on our menus, right? Then when we work on our menus, we'll talk about how to edit this page and make it yours. Now, in order for us to change this menu, one of the things we need to do is to come to the dashboard, and I want you to scroll to themes here, but don't click on themes. Under appearance, just scroll down to where you have menus. Now, this shows all of the menus that we have on our website. Now, if yours is not showing main menu here, just click on here and select main menu, then click on select. Now, once you do that, you scroll down, you're going to see exactly all the menu here, right? So let's come back here. You see that we have this
So under each menu, what you have under is called a sub menu, right? So we're going to remove all these things and just make it simple and plain. What we want to maintain is our home page, the job, right? We'll maintain job listing, maintain companies, candidates, and probably some of these pages that I can leave to you. Then we'll maintain the blog. So what you want to do is to come here. Then this is a custom home. Now what we will do is you click here, you click on remove, just follow my step. Under cat, you remove this as well. So what I suggest for now, right, totally we're removing everything here, right? So this may take some time, so I will just do that, then I'll speed up the process. So what you could do here is just select all, click on the box select at the top here, make sure it's checked, then select everything you want to select. So this way you can remove everything at once. So scroll down to the time, click on remove selected item. Now our main menu is clear, then we'll start adding. So the first thing you want to do is click on view all, right? You're going to see this home one, we're going to choose it. We're going to choose the about us here. Then you pick the pages that you think is important. I'm going to pick blog, right? And I want to pick candidates. Scroll down a bit. I'll pick on dashboard. Let's see. What else? Job alerts, payment. I want to pick on my jobs, right? Then I think I need to pick on a page. So all of these are pages, but I'm trying to pick on a few things. Okay, they contact us here. Once you're done, scroll down, click on add to menu here. Now notice there are other pages you could look at. If you go to this, you're going to see more pages here, like profile tab, candidate settings and all. But this is what I want, right? Then where is written home one, I want to just click here, then remove this, right? So this is all I want. I click on save menu. Now once that's scored, come back to the home and refresh this. Now you notice our menu is simple, easy and clean. Now if you click on home, it will bring back to this first page here. Click on the blog, it take you to our blog page, about us, because the about us page. Now before I go into editing these pages and telling you how you can change some of these things to put your information, put your images and all of that, and change some of this using what we call Elementor page builder, let me show you something. At one part of the video I showed you different kinds of demo, right, and told you that you could actually do change. You decide to use a different demo, right? Now let me show you. So this one, the current one we're using, if you check when we're doing it from the menu, we chose home page one, home one, right? So this is home two. This is how the home two looks like. Alternatively, you could go with this instead of what we have here, right? You could go with this, or home three, which is this, if this is what you feel like you want. So you can see it here is written on 3. We have home 4 as well. This is cool. This is beautiful. If you want to go with this also well. Right. Now, if we refresh this, you will notice the menu will change back to what we currently have here. Now you can notice it's gone back to, it has gone to what we have currently on this place, right? I don't think it loaded. If it loaded, the video will play. Okay, then there's this. Some of this page did not load completely. Then this home 6, home 7 is also beautiful in case you want to use it. We have your home 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is also good. This is for remote jobs. You could look at, if you're looking to create a remote job website, you could go with this as well. Then we have the last one, which is called home RTL, right? This is also beautiful. Now, any of this home you decide to use, you can use them. So how do you do that? The first thing first, you need to identify which home page is that. Now, once you've identified that page, let's say you want to use this last one, which is the home
RTL, what you have to do is to come here, click on this, right, select it, click add to menu. Right, you can bring it up here and just click on save menu. Now the question is, how do you make it your first page, your home page? So at any time someone visits your website, is this they see, not this. To achieve that, you need to go to your settings, under reading, click on reading here. Now you're going to see static page, right? At the point when I was talking about WordPress, this was on latest blog, latest post, but now it's on static page. You will see home page. You click on it and you could scroll and look for where you have your different home pages. Then you just choose the home RTL. Once you're done, click on save changes. Then now, once we come to this first page and we refresh this, you see how it has changed to the home RTL. So that is how you can literally change any of the pages to any of the home options you want. So I'll just take this back to home one that we're currently using, then click on save changes. What you want to do next is simple. So what we've been able to do is I've been able to show you that you could change the home page to suit whatever you want. I've showed you how we could actually change all of this and add what we want. So we need to go back to remove this, right? So for that, we'll go back to appearance, we go back to menus here. Then where we have the home TRL, scroll down, you click on remove, then we click on save changes here. So lastly, before we move to the next thing we want to do, I want you to see on this menu, see what's called mobile menu. Now when we use this site on the mobile browser, it will be different. So click on the mobile menu so that we want to make sure that we have the same menu on mobile. So we click on box select, then you're going to select all of this. So we click on the remove selected items. All right, so we've done that. Let's remove the last one here. So what we want to do is now we choose what we want to add. So you're going to add home one, you're going to add about us, not about same about us, we're going to add. Then the rest is up to you what you want to add. So what you do is click on add to menu here. Then when you're done, click on save changes. Now we've been able to change the menu for both the desktop view and the mobile view. All right, and that is beautiful. So we have few things we want to do. Once we've done that, we will move forward, right? So first of all, I want to show you first. Okay, let me show you how you can change some of this, right? Just change the write up. It's pretty simple. Now once you come to the first page here, first let's refresh this. Now you find this option edit with Elementor, right? So click on it. Meanwhile, why this is edited with Elementor, what I would love to do is to open still another front page so we could see it, right? Now, like I explained to you, Elementor is a page builder. It's what we call a drag and drop page builder. It's pretty easy to use. We use it to edit pages, right? So, but the thing you must know is that you can't use a page builder to edit your blog page. You can edit any other page except your blog page. All right, so what you want to do is you could just skip this and we cancel this. Now this is all the page. This is the front page, and let me show you how easy it is to edit. What you have to do is just select this and to appear here, right? Now this is a very short code for break. Now you want to break this, so you just put this, right? So if you take this out, it's how the meat comes up. So once you put it back, it breaks it, right? So basically you could see very easy. You could use to edit this. Anything you change, you could see them here. Now if you want to change this as well, you could see the option. So this is a part of a layout, so you can't change it easily, right? But whatever you put will appear here. Now you could change all this logo from the image. Once you select this, okay, this is an icon, not an image. So you could come here, select the icon. You could search for millions from thousands of icons here. What you just have to do is to type what you want. So if I choose to slap WhatsApp, you're going to see a WhatsApp icon. So select it. It gives you a different option. You could put it here as well. So depending on what you want, this banner, you could as well do an edit to it. You see, you could change the writings for employers. Then under description, you're going to see find professionals from around the world. Then if you scroll down, let me close this. We have secondary header, but there's nothing here. Now you have this button. This button is linked to your post page. Now you can link it to anywhere you want on your website. You could come and say, okay, you want to link that button to, let's say, my jobs, right? So if you want to link it here, you could come copy this link. Let's just say that particular link, and on this place here, you just paste the link. And anytime somebody click here to take them to my job, upload CV. Now this your upload CV, you could as well link it to somewhere, anywhere you want, right? Like I said, it's super duper easy to edit. Once you come to this latest jobs, you could change it to jobs update, and it changed, right? 2024. So you could see this 2020 job life, right? So you could come under description, you're going to see 2020. I'll just change it to 2025. All right. I can put this as 1,000. So you could see all of that. Then for this you don't have to change anything, right? What you want to just do is leave it. Once people are adding different jobs, it will appear here, or different information. So you would as well come and, yes, you want to delete this whole section, since maybe you don't have a mobile app, you want to delete this. You just click on this here and it deletes. Pretty simple. Now, if you've made a mistake and you want to go back, you want to usually click Ctrl Z on your system for you to go back. But if you have made a lot of changes and you want to go back to the first, what you want to do is, you see this thing that looks like a clock here, you click on it, it's history. So it takes you to the last change you've made and everything. So you can go back through that method. So that's that. Now, let's say you have a particular change that you just want it to appear for mobile users. What you want to do is click on this right here. Then under advanced, come to the advanced. You're going to see responsiveness, right? Now you say hide on desktop. If you hide on desktop, people on desktop will not see this page, but people using their mobile phone to access your website will be able to see it. You can hide it on all. Let's say you don't want to delete it. Probably you plan to have an app tomorrow and you like the way the design is. You could just hide it on all platforms. And once you're ready to review it, you come and uncheck this. And that's how you do that. Then anytime you make changes, you want to make sure to click on publish, right? And that's it. Now, let's say you want to add something that's not here. You have to come here to this column, right? Or let's say you want to add it in between this and this, right? You want to click on the plus. It will open a column at the top. You click on this plus here. You could just select a column right here. Now, you click on the plus icon here. Let's say you want to add an image. You just drag the image. So this is why it's called the drag and drop, and place it here. Then you select the image if it's on your website here, or if it's not here, you can select it directly from your laptop. Click on upload file. Now I want to put this lady. I can just come, select her, and voila, she's there. Right, we could cancel this if this is not what we want. Click again, and let's say we want to add an image and a text. So what I want to do is click on the plus, select Firebox, but I want to click on this divided column here. So on the first column, I can decide to add an image. So place plus here, and I can decide to add this image. While on the second, I could decide that, okay, I want to add a title. So I pick on the header here, put here. Then under the title, I want to still add a body text, right? So I scroll down, you see text editor, bring it, put it under this, and you type, right? You could add your image here and do that. Then you could add things like motion. So for instance, we come to advanced, just do the see motion effects here, right? You want to click on entrance animation, right? If you click on fade in, you will see how it faded in. If you click on, let's say, fade up, you see it. Then you could do duration. You could put slow, right? You could put the amount of delay to have before it shows up. Then add your image and all. So it's pretty simple using Elementor, right? It's pretty simple using it to edit the pages. So once you're done, you want to click on publish. Then you could actually preview it here using the preview changes. It will open a new tab where you can preview it. So you could preview it, right? But remember, this is a preview page. So like me, I like to view it on the actual page here. So click on home. Now you can come and you can see all of those things here. So the WhatsApp I added, and any other changes you make will also appear here. So that's pretty so how to do that. If you want to repeat the process for your about us, you just click on the about us here. Now once you click on the about us, you get this tons of images and everything. What you want to do is click on edit with Elementor. Once Elementor opens up, you'll be able to achieve and do that, right? So that's it. Now let's go into the sixth part of this class, of this series, which is adding our 3 other AI features, which is your 3 other AI features, which includes AI CV rate, something that helps us rate our CV, our AI cover letter writer. Then we're also going to add our AI chatbot that will be at the side of our screen. Then lastly, we're going to add our AI question and answer that helps us generate interview question and all. So let's do that right now. So for us to do this, what we want to do is we have to go back. So we could just close this up. Okay, since I didn't save this, I didn't want to change anything. So we'll come back here, all right, to our dashboard, and I want you to come to plugins, right? We're going to click on add plugin. Now we're going to be adding 3 different unique plugins. This will help us to handle the AI features. Then I'll also show you how to create a page that we will use these plugins for. So once you're here, what you want to do is I'll click on upload. I'll open it in 2 new tabs here because I want to try to open them simultaneously. Let me refresh this again. Okay, so let me click on upload here. So where we'll click on choose file here. Now these are the 3 plugins we want to add: AI cover letter, AI resume, and AI interview question. So we'll start here for the cover letter. We'll click on install. Then I come to this second place where I've opened the. Then I will choose the resume. Then click on install. Then I come to the third place, also choose the interview and click on install. Now we'll just hold on a bit, try to speed up the process for this to upload fast, then we start using. So this is ready, so scroll down, right? It says we already have it, so we're just going to replace. But then here we click on activate for this second one. So here also come to click on activate. I'm just trying to hasten the process. For the third one also we click on activate. Now remember our OpenAI key, we will need it for this to fully work, right? So they are all installed, so we could cancel this and this, right? Now we come here, you're going to see AI team AI model, click on it. Now you're going to see all of them: AI cover letter, AI interview. So what we want to do is just click for the cover letter, we'll click on configure options. Now under the model, you're going to be using GPT-4 Advanced, right? That's what I recommend. Then what you want to do is go and copy your API key again. Then under the option you paste it here, we'll click on save settings. So for cover letter, this already here, so let's check the resume. So we're going to put this here. We're going to go with GPT-4, then click on save changes. Now what we've done successfully is we've added our OpenAI key, which is the OpenAI is a LLM, which is a large language model. That's what we'll be using to power our system. The next thing we want to do, right, is to come to pages, right click and open a new tab. Now I want to maintain this, so the first thing is, once this is in a new tab, the page, I want you to still come here and click on the cover letter. So we're going to start with the cover letter. Now I want you to just, so I'm just going to create AI cover letter and just copy it here. Then under the pages, I want you to click on add page. Now just follow me in step-by-step process and you get all of this. It's pretty easy. So what you want to do is paste the name you've copied here, and that's it, right? You don't have to do any other thing again. So what you want to do is click on publish. Now from this place is quite easy, right? What you want to do is just click edit with Elementor here, then click on leave. Right now when you come back, while this is loading up, I want you to come back here, then still pages again. I want you to right click and open page. So one of the things I am trying to do is to hasten the process and make it fast, right? The reason I'm opening it in a different tab so that we can also have this tab open while we operate on other tab. Now, the first thing we've created was the cover letter page, and now we're editing with Elementor. The next page we're going to create, we'll just click on add page, but I'm going to open this. So we're adding page. I click on I open one in a new tab, then open another one in a new tab. So I want us to create all the pages for each of the AI features. So we have created this for the AI cover letter. We'll go to the AI interview question. Then you can just copy the name AI interview question. Then under the title, you're going to paste that here. The next thing we are looking at is AI resume scanner. So we just copy the name. Then under this page here, we'll click on repaste it. Then make sure to publish, right? You want to publish this and also publish this. Now I want you to click on edit with Elementor, also edit with Elementor once it's published. Now we wait for all of them to load up. Elementor sometimes may take some time, it's a bit heavy. Now the first thing is you can see the name cover letter. What we need to do, we need to come back to our AI cover letter here. Now you can see the reason why I had to open them in different tabs, so I can go back and forth. Now this is your AI cover letter. What we want to copy is this short code here. I want you to copy it. Click on copy, then come back here, and under the search bar I want you to type short code. You're going to see drag and drop it here. Now once you do that, I want you to paste it here. Just paste the short code, that's all, and you see this will appear. Once you do that, you could add any other thing. You could click on the plus and add like a title, give it a title, add image, depending on what you want, but I just want it to be this simple. Then click on publish once you're done here. The next is your AI interview question. So what we want to do is come to the AI interview question and click on it. Scroll down, you're going to see the link as well. So I'll copy just this short code here, and we'll type short code, we'll drag drop, and we're going to paste that short code here. Then we click on publish as well. The last one, we'll drag it close here, we just type short code, and this is for our AI resume scanner. Look at it. To scroll down, now this is a bit longer, so you want to copy all, then come back here and paste this. Then we click on publish. So we have all of them here. Now once they are published, you can see they are all published, right? They're all published. Now we're not making any changes, so we're just going to cancel them. Cancel. We'll come back to our front end and click on home here. But notice you will not find anything on the menu. They are not here. So how do we add them? I've showed you this pretty easy. So you want to go back to your appearance, scroll down, you're going to see menus here. Now under menus, you're going to see this recent. Under most recent, you can also find them in all, but under most recent you see them well arranged. So these are the three things we want to add. So for us to do this, I want to come here and click on custom link. Right, first of all, I'm going to I'm going to put just an hash here, hash, right? Then the link text, we're going to call this AI tools. All right, so click on add menu. Now, this AI tools that has been added, we're going to drag it up here. Now it will be our main menu. The next thing is on the pages, just drag these pages. Then we're going to click on add interview. Just check interview question, interview resume, cover letter, and click on add to menu. Now this thing has been added. I'm going to drag each of them on the, so once we're bringing them here, so after your AI tools, just drag them there. Now, if we click on save menu and we come back here to refresh this, where we added was in the mobile menu. So we're going to repeat this process, fortunately, for our desktop menu. But what I wanted to do is I'm going to drag this. I want them to be under the AI tool. All right. So if you use your mobile phone to access the website, you probably will see this. So, but what we will do is we'll also repeat the same process for our desktop menu, so we could actually see how the effect is, right? So once you click on save changes, I want to change this to the main menu. Then we're going to click on select here. Now I'm just going to do this as quickly as I can. Under custom link, I'm going to put hash here. Then click on save menu. But let me do this. Now you can see that the menus are just all scattered all through the page, right? Right. And if you click on the AI tools, it does nothing, right? It's just a dumb menu I added. So what we want to do is we come here, we just drag this. It becomes what we call a sub menu under the AI tool. So you see what happens now. Once we come here and we refresh this under the AI tool, now you can see this whole menu just pops up. You see, and you could open each of them. The AI interview question. So I'm just going to test it, right? So web designer, I just need one question. I'm applying for a junior position. I want it to be more of technical. Yeah, I don't think I've tested a technical UK English. Then click on generate. Now you can see it works perfectly well. You can see it's, can you explain the difference between HTML and CSS? Now if you're a WordPress designer, you just want to put that. So you see how everything works perfectly well and it is sync. Now we're going to do the last AI feature. Once we do the last AI feature, what we want to do next is we'll finalize by just testing the whole process. But before that, I'm just going to show you how to change a few things like the footer and maybe the header where you have this. So all of those will be doing under customize, and that will be a wrap for this video tutorial. At this point out there, if you've not subscribed, do well to subscribe, like and share this video. Let us get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of this year. So let's go into adding our AI chatbot. Now this is a very interesting one. So here's how you can create an AI chatbot on any kind of website, including these are job websites, using what we call talk to, right? So what you want to do first is I'm just going to open a new window and a new account. So basically this is talk to, that's tawk.to. If you are going to show you how you can do this for WordPress strictly. Now if you want to know how to set up a talk to for scripted website and all of that, mostly the ones that make use of talk to, I'll put a description link below. But this is how to create an AI chatbot, not just a chat system that people will chat you and you have to reply. No, the chatbot will automatically reply. It will scan through your website, get information. You can train it on different information and all. For us to achieve this, the first thing we need to do is to come to talk.to and click on get started. Now wherever you are in the world, America, US, Canada, Nigeria, South Africa, you could do this. So the first thing is you want to sign up with your details. There's no option to sign up with Google, so you want to put your information here. Then you could decide to go with a password generator to get a more secure password, right? And verify I'm human. Then click on sign up for free. Now, this is a free account. If you want to get Talk to Premium, you could go out to do that. But I'm going to use the free account to do this, so you know that you could set this up using a free account. You don't need to pay anything. Talk to is free forever, but the AI system has a bit of limits. I'll explain that as we go on. So if you want notification, do well to allow. What we want to do is just save the password. What we want to do is click on live chat here. Now you're going to put your website here, right? And what we need to do is to just copy our website's URL, that domain or subdomain. You want to add that here, then click on next. I think I added this twice, so I will just do this. Click on next. Now, what's the name of your organization? We're going to call it AI Job. Then next. All right, so here you can add your logo, but I will not be doing that. So here you add your welcome message. What I want to do is, okay, do you need a job? Okay, so I'm just going to do that. But please do have to subscribe if you've not subscribed to my channel. Let's get to 1,000. Right now, you could give it some I have a question, tell me more of this stuff. You could do have to delete this. So these are not our strong focus. So what we want to do is just click on next. Now I tell you to copy this, just click on next, and here we're going to skip this. Right, invite any other person. We're going to skip this. Now this will take us to, or this should take us to our dashboard. Right, no, we don't want it all, so maybe next time. All right, so congratulations and welcome to your Talk to dashboard. Now, to create the AI features, what you want to do is under settings, come to settings here. But I don't like the way this is doing, so I'm just going to refresh this. All right, so under settings here, remember on settings, this is your property information. So what you want to do is you want to come under settings here. I don't know why I keep saying settings. Okay, yeah, you want to come remind me on the channel, right? Now you have all of this under your channel, but I want you to scroll down where you have add-ons. Click on the add-on here. Then you're going to see AI assistant. Click on get started. Now it says start training your AI agent. So what you want to do is click on start training AI agent. Now this is the website, so you can train it with your website information. Okay, so I'm just going to train it with this. This is the website we're using. We click on next. Now it's going to crawl into the website and get all of the information, the available jobs, the blog posts, every information. So you want to make sure that your website is clear of every unnecessary pages that you don't want, or anything that you don't want to be on the website. So it's going to generate some that is frequently asked question, FAQ questions. So you could go through the questions, see if it's what you like. You could do how to ask questions, like questions you think people will ask on your job website. You have to ask that and add that as well. Right, now any question you don't want, you can delete as well. So the next thing is click on next. So let's test your bot. Now we could come here to test it and just say hello. It says hello, how can I assist you? So I will just ask, do you have a job on your websites? It says yes, we have blog sections with articles and insights on the job search, remote works, and career development. Now our site is not fully set up. I did not go into setting up pages, writing the content and everything. So if you write all your content for your website, you get appropriate information that you can use. Now, as long as you're using a WordPress site, this you could do. But if you're also using a simple website like a script, and you put all it into, go and crawl it, just make sure your website has the appropriate information. So the next thing you want to do is click on next here. Now you can give it information. It says as if we connect job seekers and everything. You could change this and give it your own instructions and tell it a bit about your business and all. So click on next here. This is all done. Click on done. Now once you are done with that, what you want to do is we are going to add this AI agent to our website. Okay, so for us to do that, what we will need to do is to make sure that we are logged in on our website on the same account or the same place where we have the talk to, or just make sure to know your WordPress username and password. Now let me show you how you want to do that. You want to go to your website, right? And when you go to your website, type /wp_admin and click on enter. Now, since I'm already logged in currently, it will bring you to a place where you have to put your password, your username and password. Now, to get your username and password quickly, but since you are going to be opening, what I'm showing this is just in case you want to open WordPress directly, so you could go through cBanner and all of that. So I'm doing mine on a different Gmail account. So on different Chrome accounts, you can see that this is different and this is different. The reason is that I already have a talk to you and I needed to open it a new one. So let's just say you want to get your password for your account. So what you want to do is go to user, make sure that you go to the main user, then click on edit. It will bring you here to the where you can edit the information of this user. Scroll down and you'll find set new password. Here you'll be able to set your new password and this is your username. Okay, so you're logged in, right? The next thing I want you to do is to come to plugin. We're going to click on add new plugin and we're going to add the last plugin for this class, right? The plugin is called Talk To, right? The plugin is called Talk To. We're going to add it, click on install, then click on activate. Once that is done, I want you to just scroll down. Under the Talk To, click on settings here, then click on login. Then click on continue. So it says please activate your account. So what does it mean to activate my account? So let's go to Gmail. I think since this is a new account, we probably may have not activated it on Gmail. So it says talk to activation here. We've not done that. So confirm email address. All right. So once you've confirmed, just click on to sign in, right? Now, unfortunately, this will log out because you can't sign in on two places. So now we need to click on login again, then click on continue, then click allow. Now on the properties, select job AI, then click on save changes. Click on use selected widget first of all, then save changes. Now only click on visibility option. So just make sure it's set the way it is. Privacy, make sure it's set the way it is. Then what you want to do is click here, right click to this part. Now let's say you don't want this your AI talk to be available to everybody. What you want to do is under visibility option, just uncheck this, right? Then you choose the page where you want it to be. Then you could as well exclude certain pages, right? So I want to just make it show to everybody, so every page. So now I'm trying to go to the front end of our site so we could see if the talk to has been added and we could try a quick test. All right, so it has been added. It says do you need a job? So we click to it and let's say I have a question. Then you could see that the AI is responding. Say sure, what would you like to know? So you could see this is how you can create an AI agent, that's AI support agent, on any WordPress site. Basically for this, we're creating it on our WordPress website. Now if you have not seen this video, go ahead to check it out. It's on YouTube currently, but if you're on the video, congratulations. So basically this is how we add the AI system. Now the good thing is this AI has gone through all the website to get all the information. You could go back to your TalkTool account, then go to your settings, and you could feel the AI set more information and instructions. So we'll go to add-ons here, then AI assistant, then this is it. You can click on it here. Now you could see the data sources where it's getting information from. Currently it's getting information from all of these pages on our website, right? You could delete anyone you don't want, you could edit anyone you want to. And because we're using a free version, for anytime we add new things to the website, we have to come here and refresh the whole thing again. But if you want it to automatically keep scanning your website, you have to upgrade to the paid version, right? But for now, this is as easy as we can go. So under the text, you could add text information, you could add documents. If you have like folder or document that talks about your website and your offer, you could do well to add that here. your knowledge base. You could do well to add, create a knowledge base and fill it with all the information concerning your website. Then your website, which is what we added. If you want to, let's say you update your website, added more information, you have to delete it, put your website again and rescan, right? If you put this, you're there to upgrade. All right, so that's just it. So first of all, you could still also come to settings here and give it a name. This is called Apollo. You can give it a name, an AI assistant, and whatever you want to give it, you can give it this description, right? And you can give it instruction on what to answer, what not to answer, how to reply, how to this thing. You could even tell it to reply the way ChatGPT replies, where you tell it that if it replies, you'll also add with an open-ended questions like, oh, will you need more information and all of that. So that's based on you. You could just go through the settings yourself. So this is how you can create an AI agent, AI job. So this is how you can create an AI assistant agent on your website, and it works and go through your website and help you do the sales. Lastly, you can give it an instruction telling it, oh, in case this person is interested to buy, if tell this person to click on this link to chat with us on WhatsApp, or if they ask to talk to a real life agent, give them this link to click up or call us directly on this number, and it will do that. So if this is helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Now don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you so much. So now let's go back to our website training, which basically we have added the last part. Once you click on homepage, you will notice that everything is complete on our website. So users can post guys can post jobs. You could see the AI tools that I talked about. Then you could see our live chat here, everything, and you can see jobs that's been posted. I've showed you how to delete and add new jobs. All right, so all of this is coming to life. So the last thing we want to do before we go to the testing process, right, is to work on the footer, right? So first of all, I want you to come and click on customize here. So first thing first, under your customize here, you're going to see that we have a lot of things, right, that you could customize. The first thing is you could see the general. This is where you're going to find your site identity, which we've talked about at the beginning when we went to settings, job or build up. Here you could change your logo, the logo that appear at the top of your page. So let's just open a new front end so we could see some of those changes as they pertain to what we're doing. So this logo, you could change all of them here, right? But I'm not going to change it all that. But if you want to change, you want to do well to just click on remove logo or select image. Then if it's on your system, you want to upload. If it's here, you want to pick them from here. Make sure it's a PNG, a logo without background that you're using, so it comes out very well. The next thing you want to look at is your loading effect. When your site loads, do you want to use any of this? So you just have to select that, and or if you want to use an image, you put that here. So after that, your page title, right? So there's not so much thing we want to look at here. So you have to go through this yourself, right? Your top bar. Now we have our header. Now under the header, there's no thing. Now let me show you. So this is what we call the header, the first page here. This is what is called the header. Let me refresh this. This is what we call the header, this whole stuff, right? Now you're going to see that we can add a top bar to it, but we don't want to. We can make the header sticky. Okay, let's use this angle, right? We can make the header sticky. Now you notice as we move, what happens that the header goes up, but once it's sticky, it stays like that, and you could always see it at the top. So we prefer it this way. Now there are a few other things you can look at, but my advice, just leave it that way if you don't really want to do any big deal. So it comes to widgets here. Then we have sidebars. You can look at it, but at the end of the day, they are not important. So this is everything about customizing. Now, if you want to work on the footer, so what you want to do is under the civil builder, click on footer here. Now we talked about this at the beginning. I guess this has been so long. So you notice this is the footer. Now we have footer 2, footer 1. So what you want to do to be sure of what you're doing, right click on the let's allow this to load. So we right click here and click on open new tab. I want to know the actual footer we're going for. Then this, we open this in a new tab as well. So we have this and we have this, right? So pretty easy. Come to this place. Both of them they look so much alike, right? They look the same. So what you want to do is, just to show you how to do that, click on edit with Elementor. Let's say we go with footer 2. Now I'm just going to show you how to change a few things. You go over with the rest yourself, then we'll test the whole process, which we've done most of it at the beginning of the video. I'll just put that. But once you've gotten to this place, just know that you have been successful in creating your own AI job website. And if this helped, please subscribe. Do well to subscribe, support us. So under the about us, you could just click on it. You'll be able to change whatever you want here. Under description, you'll be able to see everything that's here. You could change phone number, the social media. You could actually put a link and all. You could change this from LinkedIn to maybe Facebook or whatever. Click on here to change the icon, search for the social platform, it will appear here. Then if you want to add more, you could do it to add, give it a title, put your link to your social media, and that's all. It applies everywhere here. So that's pretty easy how you want to work on your footer. When you're done, you just click on publish and it will show up here. Now if you edit footer 2 and it doesn't happen, you have to edit footer 1 for it to work. So that's just it, and you can change all of this and it will come into effect. So if there's anything I'm forgetting, do well to leave it in the comments so we could go over it together. But so far so good. This is our job website and it works perfectly. So I'll just play the video where I tested the whole feature so you could just check it out and see how that everything works. My name is Matthew Brown. I am so excited for this. I am so sure it will bless you. Now, how to make money through this? First of all, you could go and meet people that own WhatsApp job platform. Tell them you want to build a job website for them. The users will pay for it to go, and they'll get update on the website, be able to use their AI tools to generate CVs and all of those stuff to apply for jobs on the go. They will also be able to charge companies to upload their job website and all. And you could build this for as much as 500k, 300k, 700k, depending on what you want, even a millionaire, depending on who is giving you this project. So if you like this, share. Please do well to subscribe. Let's get to 1,000. My name is Matthew Brown. Thank you so much. I love you and I love you so much. Do help to go to my YouTube channel at Ziflight, or just go to the description and subscribe. Please use Hostinger. It's really reliable and you will trust me. You will thank me at the end of the day. Thank you.